An extinguished conscience would make that piece of life even more extinguished. Once one of the greatest philosophers of hell, unheard of by the living, had said that this was the second death. The death of the skin and bones, and that later there should be another death that was that of the soul. This was the real cap where death itself ended, because you are a charity institution. According to this same philosophy, in fact, a new life cycle began here. It started as an insect, passed into an animal of the mammal type, and ended in an Adam and Eve. So the degeneration itself gave birth to our life according to him, but in a form that's so complicated that science itself would envy it. It was encouraging the fact that in this period of metaphysical development, the human being came out of the loop of nature and closed the circle itself. This means that life is a closed circle once and for all, and development itself is given once and for all. An account without unforeseen expenses. This kind of concept of thought is somewhat asphyxiating, but unfortunately the life of hell proved this biokinetic formula fourfold. In short, the word work is hell. How simple in appearance and how complicated these jobs are in their essence, life and death. A little wind started to blow that took my thoughts like those autumn leaves and took me somewhere far away until I started to smell the scent of the sea. Maybe this was an illusion that happened to every Mediterranean. In fact, it was the steam of a dish of soup that created this false illusion for me. But still not unusual for a resident of the Eastern Hell. Life, I grumbled to myself, simply life away from any philosophizing. For me it had a special importance. Are you saying it was an unfinished symphony? Due to the lack of a solid skull, thoughts often like a pile of colorless circles watered my brain with a rain of bitter memories that from their moisture penetrated to the core, compressing the soul. Maybe it was that black and white holographic effect that brought those visions to you as the dog sees, a graphic reality. Only in these conditions of existence did I live the neo-realism of death, hell as an open city, that even Rosalini would envy me. Suddenly below the door I felt a light noise of a broom and a light breeze crossed my paraffin face, so much so that I felt a kind of inner joy. It was a telegram, or rather an invitation without physiognomy, completely anonymous, just a letter as white as winter. It was a transparency that you had to know how to read, to decipher with intuition, with all the energy to perceive what the other wanted to write. But nothing visible in that kind of transparency. Strange. A letter that did not show anything and spoke so much with its white silence.